The nurse told me to go on pelvic rest. I'm not even 4 weeks and you tell me to go on pelvic rest? I had a mental breakdown that day. I was in excruciating pain. Hi everyone, it's your favorite drama queen, Vera. Wow. Guys, so I think a month ago I made a video right here and I was crying about my concerns trying to get pregnant with our second baby, and I'm here to tell you guys that I am pregnant again. What? Oh gosh, I can't believe it. God has been so good to me. God has been so good to us. But I just wanted to make this video because I have been crashing out. Whew. So I'm currently 5 weeks, 5 days pregnant, I think.
Alright, baby.
And make sure
Everybody, I want y'all to look at the cutie looking goody.
you need help.
Right? Isn't she looking goody?
Yeah, I always look good.
Yeah, that's right, because you're a cutie.
Yes, thank you.
Cutie looking goody.
Can I make my video?
Yeah, you can make that video just like you're making some other things.
Yeah, this baby that's brewing in here. So when I found out I was pregnant, I messaged my OBGYN. I was 3 weeks, 2 days when I found out I was pregnant. And the nurse replied and she said, usually you wait a week after you missed period. She ordered the ACG test for me to take to confirm pregnancy. When she said usually you wait a week after you missed period, I started freaking out because I was like, she's right. I'm just 3 weeks. It's too early. What if I have a chemical pregnancy? Why did I even take a test this early? I went on all the pregnancy forums and I just went down this rabbit hole. Guys, don't do it. Do not go on forums when you're early in your pregnancy because there's nothing anybody can do for you. And there's nothing that anybody's going to tell you that's going to reassure you. You're so early, right? So the day of Enzo's birthday, that's when I told Tattoo that we are pregnant with baby number 2. By the way, the video is already up, so make sure to check that out. And yeah, I was so happy to tell him because guys, I hate keeping stuff from him and I had to keep that for myself for 2 days. I was telling Tattoo how nervous I was because it's so early and I don't want to get my hopes up because anything could happen. So we made a list of milestones to look forward to. Every time we pass that milestone, I can just tick it off. The first milestone is be 1 week late. I'm already 1 week late, so I'm going to press here. First ultrasound, NIPT testing, that's genetic testing. 12-week ultrasound, anatomy scan, viability week, gestational diabetes test, and obviously the last one, but not the least, is giving birth. But guys, I had a scare. I had a freaking scare because the thing is that I kept comparing this pregnancy to the one with Enzo, and this is completely different. The day my period was supposed to come, I woke up at night and I went to pee, and when I wiped, this is TMI, when I wiped there was bright red blood. I froze and my heart sunk. I wiped again, there was blood. And the same day I went to the hospital and I did the ACG test, and that day the levels came back at 717, but I'm bleeding. So I called the nurse and she said that it can happen the day of your period. Just monitor it, make sure it doesn't feel a pad. But guys, none of that was making me feel better. I was freaking out because with Enzo, I had none of that. I have none of that. It was bright red, guys. So the nurse told me to go on pelvic rest. I'm not even 4 weeks and you tell me to go on pelvic rest? I was so mad. You guys know me, I'm the main entertainment. I like to shake my body, I like to dance, I like to make moves. And this woman's telling me that I have to be on pelvic rest at 3 weeks, 5 days. Ooh, this pregnancy is not gonna be what I expected at all. And it was not. So far, it's not been, guys. It's not been what I expected. The next day, I'm practicing this TikTok dance and I start spotting. I'm like, damn, I can't really do anything. Guys, I was so frustrated. I was so angry with my body. I was so angry. The nurse had sent a message to my gynecologist, but she took forever to get to it. I mean, when she responded to me, she told me that spotting is normal. She tested my thyroid because I have hypothyroidism. She said my thyroid levels were normal, but she wants me to do 2 more blood draws to test for my HCG levels 48 hours apart, so she can tell if the pregnancy is progressing well, right? The second blood draw I did to test my HCG was at 5 weeks, and it was over 37,000. I'll put the result on the screen. And then 2 days later, 48 hours later, I did another blood draw. That was 5 weeks, 2 days, and it was over 50,000. So can you guys let me know your experience with HCG? Because I think that's super high. I have nausea in this pregnancy. I didn't have that with Enzo. So this pregnancy just threw me off. Because right now I'm waiting for my gynecologist to get back to me on this result. I don't know if she's going to tell me that maybe I ovulated earlier, but no guys, I know when I ovulated pretty much. And I know when my last menstrual cycle was because I'm very regular. I have a 28-day cycle. One symptom that is consistent is my loss of appetite. I have no hunger whatsoever. But if I don't eat, I feel nauseous. Right now, I've been so down and the first trimester feels so lonely. I haven't even told my parents because I don't want them to worry until I get the first ultrasound. I was not symptomatic like this with Enzo. I barely had any symptoms with Enzo. I need reassurance. Where's my reassurance? What is this baby doing to me? The day I meet this baby, I'm going to look at this baby in the eye and say, do you know what you did to me on my first trimester? Do you know what you did? This is why I'm doing this little diary, because I want to remember this. I'm not going crazy, right? Also on the days where I don't feel well, I feel so guilty because I don't get to interact with Enzo like intentionally, because I'll just be in the corner like fighting for my life. But Chas was telling me that Enzo needs to understand that sometimes mommy doesn't feel good, so I have hope and faith that everything is fine. And speaking of that, guys, I actually have to action my words, speaking about faith, and I'm done going on those forums. I'm done looking for answers until I get to my ultrasounds. I'm done googling every little thing. It's not good for your mental health, guys. It has destroyed my mental health, this pregnancy, and I want to take back control of this pregnancy. I want to be at peace. No news is good news, and so far my spotting stopped. I have doctors that know what they are doing. I've done this before. I can do this again. My body can do this again. My body is doing what it's supposed to do, okay? I just need to trust in my body, trust in God. I'll be back after our first ultrasound to update you guys on what has been happening. Hey guys, so I am back with an update. Actually, I'm a week late for this update because anyway, let's rewind, right? And so far, the food aversion has gotten worse. The fatigue has gotten worse as well. Also, I kept spotting still, and that really made me nervous. On top of all of that, I got a cold. So I talked about how I was going to stay off those pregnancy app and stuff, and I did. And it did me a lot of good. Now, let's talk about my first ultrasound at 7 weeks. By the way, my first ultrasound was supposed to be at 8 weeks. But when my gynecologist saw that my ECG levels were super high, she made it sooner for 7 weeks, which I was so excited about. So we were able to see the baby on the ultrasound, and the baby is where it's supposed to be. I'm so happy about that. We got a couple of ultrasound pictures. Baby is so tiny right now. Yeah, the baby is really tiny right now, and the heartbeat is 164 beats per minute. So that's a pretty strong heartbeat. So that made me feel good. Yeah, so we got some good news at the ultrasound, and then I did some blood tests. That's pretty much it. But honestly, it's been hard, and I wasn't even gonna come and do this video, to be honest, because I was waiting for me to feel better, but I don't know when I'm gonna feel better. So yeah, but you know what, at the end of the day, I'm still grateful because the baby is where it's supposed to be. The spotting was nothing serious. She told me that it could be due to my fibroids, and that at this point there's really nothing they can do, so I should just monitor it. And since the ultrasound, I don't think I've spotted. So currently I am 8 weeks 4 days, and my next appointment is at 10 weeks 1 day. Yeah, obviously my pregnancy is not going to be all about me feeling like this, but this is one side of pregnancy. Obviously my content is making funny videos, and you guys are going to get plenty of that. Obviously I'm grateful that I'm pregnant, but my emotions are all over the place. As the exhaustion of the first trimester is real. Like, it's no joke. I need to take a nap at least once a day. If I don't take a nap, I'm exhausted. I tend to worry a lot, but I feel like I've tried to let go of worry and just embrace this pregnancy and not wish it to just go by fast, because I want to know if the baby is okay. And no, I just have to enjoy every step, every symptom, every breakdown, because it's a miracle. I'm excited, guys. I'll see you guys on the next update. Bye. Hello guys, this is my third update. Guys, I am currently 12 weeks pregnant. 2 weeks ago, I got my second appointment and we got to see baby. So I'm 2 weeks late to update you guys, but I've been going through a lot, like emotionally, guys. This baby is turning me into a volcano that's ready to erupt at any moment. My emotions are so high. She measured the baby was measuring 1 week 2 days ahead, and the heartbeat was 174. And this time, guys, I actually got to hear the heartbeat. Last time she just measured it. This time we actually got to hear the heartbeat and I got it on camera. But the day before this appointment, guys, my nausea was the worst. Yes, I ever gotten the day before this appointment. Guys, it was so bad. It was so bad. We did take our announcement pictures the other day and I had a mental breakdown that day. I'm so emotional this pregnancy. Like, it's been really tough this first trimester for me, guys. Also, Enzo got his first haircut, official haircut. I might put a picture. We gave him like a baby mohawk. He's so freaking cute. Last week at 11 weeks, I did genetic testing. So the results should be out like end of this week. The gender is going to be in the result. I'm going to wait till my OB/GYN doctor sees the results and tell me if everything is normal. She's going to put the gender in an envelope and we're going to go pick it up. So in 2 weeks, I'm going to have my next appointment. By the way, guys, I don't know what it is, but before getting pregnant with Enzo, I wanted to have a girl, right? I thought, oh my god, if I don't have a girl, it's gonna be the end of the world, right? But then I got blessed with my baby boy Enzo, and guys, I've never been more happy in my life to have Enzo as my child and him being a boy. Like, my experience with Enzo has been so amazing, and I'm okay with whatever gender that this baby is gonna be. So there's really not gonna be any gender disappointment. I know you guys are gonna be so excited if it's a girl because we only have a boy. So, but if it's a boy, I'm gonna be as happy. But yeah, stay tuned for more. I love you guys. Hey guys, it is me, Vera, your favorite drama queen, back for another update. Actually, this is the last update of the first trimester because I'm really into my second trimester. But I think I forgot to tell you guys on last update that I also had to do the glucose test. Yeah, I did that on my first trimester because she said that I had a big baby. Enzo was almost 10 pounds. So she had me do the glucose test in the first trimester. And I'm also going to do it when I'm 28 weeks. So I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that in case I forgot to do it last update. Whew! I'm out of breath just from talking. But guys, since last update, I have been going through it. It was one of the most emotionally draining weeks of my life. Because I think 2 or 3 weeks have gone by since my last update. And woof, guys, I was going through it. Like, seriously. I don't remember if last time we spoke about genetic testing, but my result came out normal. So I'm having a healthy baby. I don't know the gender of the baby yet because we want to do a gender reveal. The results are in here in this envelope. I just want to open it. I just want to see what I'm having. Guys, I just want to see what I'm having. Like, I don't even care about doing the gender reveal. I just want to open it. And I know if I just open and look at it, it's not going to be, I guess, special because we won't have a video of it. But I don't know. This pregnancy, I've not been feeling like doing the most. I just not been feeling like doing the most. But anyway, I'm currently 15 weeks, guys. Today, actually, I'm 15 weeks. And we're officially out of the first trimester. I don't know if you guys remember, but in the first update, I told you guys that we made a list of milestones for me to look forward to during my pregnancy. So I had ticked off be 1 week late. First ultrasound, I ticked that off. I ticked off the NIP testing because we did that. I put 12-week ultrasound, but I didn't have a 12-week ultrasound. I had a 14-week checkup. So I'm just going to tick that. We heard the baby's heartbeat on the Doppler and it was 155. So the day before my appointment, I had serious abdominal lower pain near like my punani area. The night before my appointment, I was in excruciating pain. It was so bad. So I was glad that my appointment was the next day. So at 14 weeks, I went for my OB/GYN appointment. She referred me to physical therapy. I'm going to look at the notes she wrote on my portal and I'll put them down here and explain to you guys what's going on with me. So I'm going to be starting physical therapy soon. Also, taking care of a toddler when you're pregnant. Oh my gosh. Why didn't anybody warn me about this? Like, Enzo is at a stage where he doesn't want to sit and read. He wants to play. He wants to be active. And guys, I have been so exhausted and thirsty. And I had my driver's test yesterday. And I'm proud to tell you guys that I've gone from passenger princess to certified driver. I'm so glad that I finally have my driver's license. I feel empowered. I feel like I can do anything because that was my biggest fear, you know. But yeah, but guys, I got myself something for making it through this first trimester because it's not been easy, okay? Listen, if you're a man watching this video, if your wife is pregnant, she's going through it. Huh? When we tell you guys we're tired and you're like, you're tired? You're just in the first trimester? No! The first trimester is the worst trimester. That's the one that was going to knock you out. Okay? So if your wife is tired, make sure you massage her feet. You let her rest. Hydrate her. Okay? Anyways, I got myself a little something to reward myself for making it through the first trimester, you know, and yeah, so I got myself a new diaper bag. Isn't it cute? Oh my god, I got myself a new diaper bag. I've always wanted this bag and it was sold out everywhere. But yeah, guys, it's so pretty and I love the interior. It's like red velvet. I deserve this. I deserve it. I am sending baby dust to anyone that is trying to conceive. If you're in your first trimester and you're feeling anxiety, my advice is stay away from pregnancy content, to be honest, in your first trimester. Yeah, I would say stay away from pregnancy content that's not positive. Yeah, guys, this is the last update. I'm so happy. I am so excited. I mean, now that I'm in my second trimester, we're going to have fun. We're going to be making funny videos, maybe pranks. By the time you see this video, we would have already announced that I'm pregnant. I would have shown you the video of how I found out I was pregnant. The video of me telling Tattoo that I'm pregnant will be up already. So yeah, guys, so you guys will have so much content, so many reels. We're gonna have so much fun. Thank you guys for your support. And I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!